Hello, my name is Darla Smith, and I'm here to discuss the concept that we've put together for P&O's Taste the World cruise, for which the brief that we received. So the concept is that it's a multicultural themed cruise which will sail the South Pacific, ranging between 2 to 4 weeks. So this gives budget and time restricted travelers the experience of getting a taste of the world with an all-inclusive package. So basically, various cultures will be expressed through cuisine, art, and other traditions, such as theatrical shows. The experience. So this breaks down which countries and cultures we will be experiencing on the Taste the World cruise. So as you can see, week 1 is the Americas, Mexico, USA, Brazil, Argentina. Week 2 is Europe, Italy, France, Spain, and Germany. Week 3 is Asia, China, Japan, India, and Thailand. And week 4 is Africa, Morocco, Ethiopia, Egypt, and South Africa. So basically, you have the option of doing a 2, 3, or a 4 week cruise. And so the first 2 weeks, would be the Americas and Europe. And then if it was the 3 weeks, it would add Asia. And if it was the 4 weeks, it would add Africa. So the audience. So our primary target audience is singles and couples between 21 and 55 years old. Our secondary target audience is families, mainly the working class and budget-conscious individuals, and those seeking to travel between 2 to 4 weeks. So our main competitors would be Royal Caribbean and Princess, both of which sail the South Pacific, however, neither of which offer a cruise similar to the Taste the World cruise. Royal Caribbean's promotional material primarily targets families, while our primary audience is couples, so that sets us apart from them. And Princess positions themselves as an upscale brand, so their ads tend to promote the actual destinations rather than the cruise itself. The Travel the World campaign differs in that it's promoting the activities and events that the cruise passengers will be experiencing on the actual cruise. So some legal and ethical considerations. Of course, we need to adhere to the Advertiser Code of Ethics, and this is especially in relation to discrimination. So we obviously want to celebrate different cultures, but we want to be careful not to stereotype them. Okay, so moving on to the TV ad. So our ad will be a 30-second ad that will air during prime time, and the concept behind it is to show the different perspectives of a couple who are on the Taste the World cruise from their own point of view. So you'll see in the next few slides basically the layout of the ad and how it will play out. And our call to action is to, of course, visit the P&O website to learn more and to hopefully book your cruise. So as we can see here, basically this is a breakdown of how the ad would go, and it is, of course, adjustable depending on what we are actually going to be offering on the cruise. These are just some general ideas. So essentially you see the woman, and then it sort of zooms in on her eyes, showing it from her perspective. She's with her partner on the cruise, beautiful scenery, and they're having a lovely Italian meal with Italian wine. And then you see that she's at a show. Here I gave an example of a Bollywood dance show, but it could be anything that we decide to offer. Then, she's relaxing by the pool because we want to give the impression, of course, that not only is this a fun holiday, but it's also a very relaxing one. So she has French champagne, which once again, we're bringing it back to the different cultures. Then the perspective will change from the woman to the man's point of view. And so some examples that we have here is that he's at an Oktoberfest kind of party. There's German beer and German pretzels. And then he's in a pub, and you see his partner from his point of view. She's there. They're dressed up, excited sort of soccer fans. And then he's in a casino, which is sort of like a Vegas type of casino, and he's sitting around playing poker with other people. In the end, they get off the cruise. They are standing outside of the cruise with their luggage beside them, and they are dressed in various traditional outfits, which here I gave the example of, let's say, a sumo wrestler and, a matador, and they're sort of mocking one another ironically. And above them, the tagline is displayed that says, "Expand your horizons, sail beyond them." The copy for the ads says, "Break the cycle for a while, introducing our Taste the World cruise. Get a unique cultural experience each night. See the best of the world at your own pace, starting from $100 a day per person." And of course, the tagline, "Expand your horizons, sail beyond them." So our magazine and billboard copies will have a summary color scheme because, of course, we want to target individuals who are looking to travel in the popular holiday months of summer. And our magazine and billboard copy will stay consistent with the ads that we've put on TV, so it'll be the same couple and the same sort of ideas, and the actual words in the copy will remain the same. Of course, formatted in a way that the tagline is, first and foremost and eye-catching, and then the rest of the information is, slightly smaller below it. But we do sort of want to emphasize the $100 a day per person because, of course, that really reminds the viewer that it is a affordable holiday. So these are some of the magazines that we will likely advertise in. Australian's Women's Weekly, we're trying to target females, and they have 934,000 female readers between the ages of 18 and 64. Cosmopolitan, once again, targeting females there, they have 200,000 readers between 18 and 64. Rugby League and People are both to target males. Rugby League has 111,000 male readers between 18 and 64, and People has 43,000 male readers between 18 and 64. So we're getting a pretty good reach from those magazines. So billboards, so this is our last media channel that we'll be advertising through. So we have two options with billboards. The first is called 24 sheet, so that's a 6 meter by 3 meter. They're quite inexpensive, but they're naturally less effective because they're not quite as big and usually don't have as big of a reach. And then you have what's called super sites, which are 12.66 meter by 3.35 meter billboards. And this is the size that most people think of when they hear the word billboard. And there is a large amount of reach with these size billboards because you can put them on the sides of big highways and things like that have a lot of traffic. Okay, so our media schedule. So we're going to use a pulsing media schedule method. So we'll advertise throughout the year to maintain brand recognition in the market. However, we will increase advertising between September and November for the summer holidays. And like I said before, the TV ads will run in prime time, so that's between 7:30 and 9 p.m. And this is important since we're marketing to the working class. We need to make sure that we are marketing outside of, that we're advertising outside of the working hours. So this gives a breakdown of the budget. As you can see, we're spending half the budget, so we're spending $500,000 between the production of the TV ad as well as the airing of the TV ad. But this is going to be such a huge reach that it's going to be worthwhile. And then the rest of the budget is allocated, of course, to the various magazines that I mentioned before, as well as 3 billboard ads that will be each for 28 days. And those will be, we've decided to go with the super sites because, like I said, you just get they're more expensive, but you get a better reach with that. And then, of course, our human resources are factored into that amount as well. So we're coming in just under budget with the projected figures, but of course, we all know that can vary a little bit when the actuals come out. So the rationale for everything. I've sort of touched on that as going through each slide, but essentially, the campaign is about traveling the world without the time and financial commitments of actually doing so. So giving the price information in the copy lets the audience know that it is an affordable holiday. So we want to really reiterate that $100 a day per person. Of course, it can vary from that amount, but it's important that we continue to really drill that in the heads of our viewers so that they know that anyone can take this holiday. And of course, it's imperative that our advertisements are cool, colorful, and upbeat, as we want to express the idea that P&O is fresh and fun, but also relaxing. And as I mentioned before, the bulk of our budget is going to the TV commercial, but that is because it's going to have the highest reach compared to magazines and billboards. So that's all for my presentation today. If you have any questions, feel free to email them through to me. And thank you very much.